What's up, guys and girls? It's Jesse Daley here in the Caribbean. I hold a certificate in weather forecasting from Pennsylvania State University, and my friends, we have Tropical Storm Dalila over in the Eastern Pacific Basin. Today is Friday, June 13th, and as of the latest update from the National Hurricane Center at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, this system has been upgraded to Tropical Storm Dalila from a tropical depression. Dalila is the fourth named storm of the Eastern Pacific hurricane season in 2025. It is packing winds of 40 miles per hour and moving to the north-northwest at about 10 miles per hour. We've got a tropical storm warning and tropical storm watches up along portions of the southern coastline of Mexico. So let's jump right in here. As we can see from the earlier update on Friday, the National Hurricane Center explained that the outer bands of what is now Tropical Storm Dalila may bring locally heavy rainfall to the Mexican states of Guerrero, Michoacan, and Colima through the weekend. Isolated flooding and mudslides are possible. The system is forecast to be at a tropical storm strength, which it now is, of course, when it moves near the southwestern coast of Mexico on Saturday. Tropical storm conditions are possible along portions of this area. Rainfall and gusty winds should be expected, as well as the potential for dangerous rip currents. My friends, I do want to show you here that the tropical storm warning is in effect for Lázaro Cárdenas to Playa Perula, and a tropical storm watch is in effect east of Lázaro Cárdenas to Tecpan de Galena, and north of Playa Perula to Cabo Corrientes. We need to really watch this because the system will have a little bit more time to potentially strengthen a little bit further before encountering some cooler waters, and then it will, dissipate. But I do want to show you here. So the rainfall potential, 2 to 4 inches, locally higher amounts up to 6 inches are possible across portions of the Mexican states of Guerrero, Michoacan, and Colima through the weekend. And again, that could lead to mudslides. We could have tropical storm winds and swells. The waves are going to be really dangerous. Again, rip currents, my friends. I was caught in one in Southern California. It will pull you out. It's really scary. Don't panic. Swim parallel to the coastline if you are ever caught in a rip current and then come back into shore. You have to not panic though. But just don't swim if there's if there's a system or a storm coming by. It's because they can create a higher risk of rip currents. So my friends, if you are in this general area, please take this seriously. My friends, Dalila is not the only system that we need to watch out for in the Eastern Pacific. There is another area farther south of Dalila that could develop later this weekend or early next week, and it will have a bunch of time in warm water to strengthen. So we're going to keep a close eye on that one. Taking you over, my friends, to the Atlantic, where I am located in the U.S. Virgin Islands. There is no cyclonic development expected over the next 7 days. So that's good news. We are having some gusty winds, and also there's a few tropical waves actually. This is from AccuWeather. Three tropical waves that are being monitored across the Atlantic basin, but nothing is expected to develop into anything, dangerous, at least at this point. I also want to show you here the Global Tropics Hazards Outlook. You can click above here for my most recent video, aside from this one, about the Global Tropics Hazards Outlook that was issued on Tuesday, June 10th. We can see that the Eastern Pacific is like hot right now. Literally and figuratively, the ocean is really warm and it's very active, pumping out storms. And that looks like this will continue basically all through June. And also the Western Caribbean and the Gulf area, we may see some development. That's been consistent with what the global forecast system has believed will happen basically for weeks now. This is a run of the global forecast system that was initialized at 12 Zulu time or 12 Universal time coordinated, which translates to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, June 13th. We're going to take a look at here what the GFS, Global Forecast System, believes. This is tropicaltidbits.com, by the way. We do see Tropical Storm Dalila out here in the Eastern Pacific. We move forward into Monday, June 16th. Lots of moisture still in the Eastern Pacific area, a little bit of moisture, there's tropical waves across the Atlantic Basin, but nothing really materializing in the Atlantic Basin. Here we see a system again in the Eastern Pacific. High pressure is dominating out here. I'm telling you, you hear and feel these winds in the Caribbean. That's because of what's called the Bermuda or Azores High, a semi-permanent high pressure area over the Atlantic Ocean. So if we move forward, my friends, into Saturday, June 28th, Sunday, June 29th, we see something try to spin up here in the Western Caribbean, the Gulf area. That has been consistent for a while on the GFS. The European model, this was initialized at 8 p.m. last night, Eastern Standard Time, or 00 Zulu time. And the European model is also, of course, bullish on the Eastern Pacific development, but it has not been bullish at all, basically developing anything in the Atlantic Basin. Look at that high pressure. I mean, that's just like insane. But, you know, we do see some moisture and that sort of thing, but the European model has not been bullish at all. So I think it's pretty safe to say at this point, we're probably pretty good for now in the Atlantic Basin. Things can absolutely change like really fast, but it looks like right now we're pretty good in terms of the Atlantic Basin development, at least for the next several weeks. But again, my friends, if you are over in the Eastern Pacific, please make sure that you are monitoring Dalila and this new area of potential development that could form later this week and or early next week. I will be sure to keep you posted on what's happening with Tropical Storm Dalila. My friends, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell and stay safe out there. I will be here in the Caribbean throughout hurricane season, helping to hopefully keep all of you safe and informed. Thank you for watching, and as always, I will keep an eye on the tropical skies come rain or shine.